So my question is that a book you'd like to own?
Yeah, Luke, you're talking about, first of all, do you know what slavery is in the Old Testament?
Just the question. Is that a book that you would like to own? Dr. Turk, there's a new book out, and it claims to be the divine word of God. And it says, as for the male and female slaves whom you may have, it is from Guatemala that you may acquire them. You may also acquire them from among the Guatemalans residing with you and from their families who are with you who have been born in your land. They may be your property. You may keep them as a possession for your children after you, for them to inherit as property. These you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Americans, no one shall rule over the other with harshness. And so my question is that a book you'd like to own?
Yeah, Luke, you're talking about, first of all, do you know what slavery is in the Old Testament?
Just the question. Is that a book that you would like to own? Would you think that?
Well, it depends on what slavery means, and it depends on what property means.
It could be a book that you would want to own.
It depends on what it means.
Wow.
What does it mean?
Okay.
What does slavery mean in the Old Testament?
Yeah, well, slavery here defines it. So it says, these you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Americans, no one shall rule over the other with harshness. So meaning for your fellow Americans, do not treat them with harshness. Why? Because the slavery that we're talking about here is harsh slavery. Okay. So whatever it is, it's harsh.
What is this passage from in the Bible? Because you're just putting Guatemalans in for Midianites or whatever. Go ahead. Where's it from?
Leviticus 25.
Okay. Have you ever read Paul Copan's book, Is God a Vindictive Bully?
Right. It's called, Is He a Moral Monster?
That's the first one. The second one. The second one has a lot more about Leviticus 25. Okay. Have you read it?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does slavery mean?
Well, here, Dr. Jericho,
what does slavery mean in the Old Testament? The
passage defines what slavery is for us, so we don't have to go any further. No. It's to own someone as property.
As proper. What does that mean? Look, if I own the Lakers, give that to your family. If I own the Lakers, is LeBron James my property?
Is it?
If I own the Lakers,
slavery,
is LeBron James my property?
No.
Yeah, he is. Yes, if we have a contract, he is. Not him as a human being, but his services are mine. Right? He just can't go to another team. Okay? Slavery in the Old Testament is indentured servitude. These are people, look, you can shake your head, Luke, that's what it is.
I'm just reading right here. I mean, everybody heard it.
You're reading the words.
Permanently, you can give it to your children for life.
What? Because
and it's harsh.
If these people have no means of supporting themselves, then Israelites could employ them as indentured servitude, as indentured servants. This is not chattel slavery from the Old Testament. I mean, from 160 years ago.
It is chattel slavery from the Old Testament.
No, it is not.
You're right.
Read it in context. You just can't read something out of context.
I love reading.
And when property in that time meant their services, they owed you money, and so if you were to treat them harshly, you'd essentially be putting yourself into debt because they could no longer work for you when they owed you. So you need to look at this in context. Get Paul Copan's book because he has a lot more on Leviticus 25. And I admit, when you read that without context and without proper definition, it sounds horrible. But read Is God a Vindictive Bully by Dr. Paul Copan.
And you'd give the new book that's claiming to be divine by God, you'd give it the same deference that, hey, well, first of all, be the way you're defining all these things, right? You'd give it the same liberty, right?
No, first of all, the meaning is in the text intended by the author, not us reading it 3,500 years later. Okay? So we can't pour our meaning of what slavery is into a text that existed 3,500 years ago. That's not what they meant by slavery.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because God wouldn't be able to know that we'd be reading it now.
No,
and interpreting it.
Who was Leviticus 25 written to? Who was it written to? Well, who's the entire Torah written to?
I guess you'd say Moses.
Yeah, it's written to the people of the time. It's not written to us. It's written for us. It's not written to us. That's why I said before, when Christians take Jeremiah 29:11 out of context, they think it's written to us. It's not written to us. It's written for us. It's a historical account. It's not a promise to us today. Just like what you're reading is not an instruction to us today. It was written to the theocratic kingdom of Israel in a small piece of land in the Middle East 3,500 years ago.
By Yahweh.
By Yahweh, who was their God, their king.
Okay.
It was a theocracy where he was their king. Yes.
Okay.
It's not applied to us in America today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, Luke. If Christianity were true, would you become a Christian?
Yeah, if it were true, then, and I believed it was true, then I would be a Christian technically. So
Technically?
by virtue of, yeah, because.
If I gave you a book, would you read it?
Sure, of course.
Is there any more books back there?
Oh, I'm getting a free book.
Oh, absolutely.
Dang.
Yeah, go ahead. Go back and get one. Yeah.
Like Oprah.